Scammers exploit COVID-19 Omicron variant and new phishing attacks. We're going to read this article, and we're also going to look at what is a phishing attack and what you can do to keep from getting scammed by one. So first of all, let's read this. This is from PCMag.com. UK's National Health Service warns the public about the fake emails, which claim to offer new testing kits designed to detect the Omicron variant. In the UK, hackers are already starting to exploit the virus by sending out phishing emails about free COVID-19 testing that promises to detect the new variant. In reality, the hackers are trying to trick unsuspecting users into handing over their personal information. The scam emails pretend to come from the UK's National Health Service, according to the consumer watchdog group, which, question mark? An example of one email includes the subject line, quote, "Get your free Omicron PCR test. Apply now to avoid restrictions." And that's what it looks like. Let's see if we can make this a little bit bigger here. There's an example of what the scam looks like. Looks very official. Official looking website. Logo and everything. The scam email falsely claims that existing COVID-19 tests can't detect the new Omicron variant, and then asks the user to click on a link to order the new test kits from the NHS. Users who fall into to scare the user into complying, and that's what these are designed to do, is just to scare you. Most phishing attacks are designed, we'll get to that in a minute, designed to scare you about something wrong with your account, or some sort of account you have, or your health or insurance or something like that. To scare users into complying, the email adds people who do not consent or cannot agree to a COVID-19 test and refuse to undergo a swab must be isolated. So they're scaring you. If you don't do this, you could be locked down in your house. Users who fall for the trick will be taken to a copycat NHS site that asks for their full name, date of birth, address, mobile phone number, and email address. All information that can be used for identity fraud purposes. There's the fake website right there. As well as requesting a payment of £1.24 for delivery. It even invites you to provide your mother's maiden name, as many customers use basic security questions to secure their email and bank account. This organization added. The scam emails prompted the NHS itself to send out a warning to the public. Quote, "Beware of fake NHS emails asking you to order an Omicron PCR test," the health agency said in a tweet earlier this week. "We never ask for bank details, so please be aware of suspicious emails or text messages." Which this organization also points out the hackers behind the phishing lures dress up the emails with official-looking NHS logos. In addition, the scam emails were sent through an address at contactnhs@nhscontact.com. That's a little odd. So let's look at what a phishing attack actually is. That's a great example of one. This is from Cloudflare. Quote, "Phishing refers to an attempt to steal sensitive information, typically in the form of usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, bank account information, and other important data, in order to utilize or sell the stolen information. By masquerading as a reputable source with an enticing request, an attacker lures in the victim in order to trick them, similarly to how a fisherman uses bait to catch a fish." And here we have this great little diagram. An attacker sends an email to the victim. The victim clicks on the email and goes to the phishing website. Attacker collects the victim's credentials, because now you've gone to the website and entered your credentials thinking you're correcting an error or solving a problem, right? Now you've gone to the fake website, which of course they created, and now the attacker uses the victim's credentials to access a website legitimately, or a bank, or whatever. Of course, This is completely not legitimate. One might even say illegitimate. So here is this is from the FTC Consumer Information. How to recognize and avoid phishing scams. This is good information here. As we've already seen, scammers use email or text messages to trick you into giving them personal information, but there are several things you can do to protect yourself. How to recognize phishing. Scammers use email or text messages to trick you into giving them personal information. They may try to steal your passwords, account numbers, or social security numbers. Anything that's asking you for this information. If you're ever about to type in or see anything asking for any of this information that they just listed here. Social security number, account number, password. If it asks you to enter in any of that, your date of birth, your mother's maiden name, anything that might be an answer to a security question, that's when the red flag should go up. If they get that information, they could gain access to your email, bank, or other accounts. Scammers launch thousands of phishing attacks like these every day, and they're often successful. FBI Crime Complaint Center reported that people lost $57 million to phishing schemes in 1 year. Beware. So, phishing emails and text messages may look like they're from a company you know or trust. They may look like they're from a bank, a credit card company, a social networking site, an online payment website, an app, or an online store. A lot of times you'll get emails about your account from some company you don't even do business with. You think, oh, that they must have sent that to the wrong person. No, they're just shooting in the dark. It's a scammer just shooting in the dark, thinking, well, you may have an American Express card, or you may have a Bank of America account, or whatever. Phishing emails and text messages often tell a story to trick you into clicking on a link or opening an attack. They may say they've noticed some suspicious activity or login attempts. That's the one I've seen enough. More than anything. We've noticed suspicious activity on your account. Please confirm your identity. Claim there's a problem with your account or your payment information. Yeah, you may get an email saying, hey, your payment's been declined. There's a problem with your account. Please update your payment information. Oof. Say you must confirm some personal information. Include a fake invoice. Want you to click on a link to make a payment. Say you're eligible to register for a government refund. I've seen that a lot. Offer a coupon for free stuff. Here's a real-world example of a phishing email from not Netflix. Please update your payment details. Hi, dear. Okay, unless this person's name is DEAR, that right there should have been their first warning. We're having some trouble with your current billing information. We'll try again, but in the meantime, you may want to update your payment details. Update account now, a big red scary button. Imagine you saw this in your inbox. Do you see any signs this is a scam? Let's take a look. The email looks like it's from a company you may know and trust. Netflix, it even uses a Netflix logo. The email says your account is on hold because of a billing problem. The email has a generic greeting. Hi, dear. If you have an account with a business, it probably wouldn't use a generic greeting like this. The email invites you to click on a link to update your payment details. Of course, this is not real. Not real. So here's some things you can do to protect yourself. Obviously, you need to use security software on your computer. Protect your account by using multi-factor authentication, or what's sometimes called two-factor authentication. If this is available on any of your accounts, it's available on Google, Facebook, Instagram, Microsoft account, all have this. Go and look at your security settings. If this is available, just turn it on. It's a little bit of a hassle, but you hardly ever need to log in. So, protect your data by backing it up. Always back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up your stuff. Back up your stuff. If you say, oh, my pictures on my phone, they're on the computer, so that's a backup. That's not a backup. You know, you can't store that many pictures on your phone, right? So you take a bunch of the old ones off, and then your computer dies, and then they're all gone. So get a hard drive. They're not expensive. Stick them on there. Put it somewhere where it won't get damaged. Use a cloud backup. Certain services are free up to a certain amount of storage. OneDrive from Microsoft and Google Photos. At least up to a point, they're free. So, back up your stuff, your important files for work, your important personal files, documents for medical, bank, and, of course, your images. Because if you get some sort of, not even just phishing, but some sort of virus or something that affects your computer, ransomware, they say, oh, we're going to nuke all your files. If you've done a good job backing up, then you really have nothing to lose. You say, okay, go ahead. They have no leverage on you if you have done your job. What to do if you suspect a phishing attack? If you get an email or text message that asks you to click on a link or open an attachment, answer this question. Do I have an account with the company? Obviously. If the answer is no, it could be a phishing scam. As I said earlier, it probably is. If the answer is yes, contact the company using a phone number or website you know is real, not the information in the email. Never follow the link in one of these emails. Just don't do it. What to do if you responded to a phishing email. If you think a scammer has your information, like your social security, credit card, or bank account number, go to identitytheft.gov. There you'll see specific steps to take based on the information that you lost. If you think you clicked on a link or opened an attachment that downloaded harmful software, update your computer security software, then run a scan. And here's some information you can read to report phishing. Great information, especially lots of fear going around with this COVID-19 new variant. So don't operate in fear when you get one of these emails. Before you let it scare you into action or worry you into action, actually look into it, check your account, verify another way before taking action, and never follow the link. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks.